Let me paint the picture for you. It's 8:42 on a Monday morning, and while all is good, over at the service desk it's a slightly different story. You see, tickets are starting to pile up with password resets, access requests, and how-to questions. And behind it all is a team scrambling to respond. While constantly being interrupted by shoulder taps, Teams messages, and phone calls, you see there's no single source of truth, so the same questions get asked over and over again. Response times lag, frustration rises, and talented people are spending their day on things that could have been avoided entirely. So if this sounds familiar, you see the challenge of not having an effective shift left capability in place. It's reactive, it's repetitive, and quite honestly, it's unsustainable. But it doesn't have to be this way. Organizations like yours have found a way to reduce that noise, empower users, and make support smarter, not harder. Over the past 15 years, I've worked with more than 60 organizations, helping them to shift from reactive chaos to proactive clarity. And today, I'm going to share with you that simple approach. It's called shift left. So what is shift left? Well, it's a simple concept with powerful results. Originating from software testing in the early 2000s, shift left meant catching defects earlier in the process on the left side of the project timeline. Now, when we start to overlay that with ITSM, where it now means just resolving issues earlier in the support chain, starting with self-service, then moving to level 1 before escalating any further. Think of it like a supermarket where every customer has to speak to the store manager to ask where the milk is. See, that's a support team without shift left. But with the right signs and layouts and automation in place, people can help themselves. That's essentially what shift left is. Shift left is about moving answers, actions, and resolution closer to the customer earlier, faster, and at a lower cost. So what happens if you shift left just by 20% of your tickets? Well, here's an example really where I've got 250 tickets per month, and let's say an average ticket cost is $75, assuming that they're all going to level 2, it's a cost of just under $20,000 a month. Now, if you were just to reduce that by 20%, moving from level 2 to level 1, and even moving them from level 1 to self-service, that's 50 tickets a month. There's some really significant savings, around just under $4,000 a month, or if you times that by 12, it's just under $45,000 a year. So these are really compelling reasons for you to be able to take this to your executive and your sponsors and say, look, we really need to invest in this. Now, from our experience, there's really 3 types of characteristics you're probably playing out. The first one is what we call the endless loop. Now, what happens here is that you're in an endless loop of repetitive requests flooding the service desk. Just common things like password resets, how do I get access to, basic troubleshooting. You see, what happens to the support teams is that those level 1 resources are consumed by low level complexity rather than in very high volume tickets. Experienced agents are underutilized, the morale drops, and they often leave. And wait times increase for more complex or urgent support issues. End users become frustrated with delays and inconsistent responses. See, support teams are forced into this endless loop of reactive work. Or are you in the ping pong match where this is really looking at the frontline team isn't sure where to send tickets to. So what happens here is that tickets just sit, or they're reassigned again and again. There's long response and resolution times, there's no clear chain of responsibility, repeated escalation meetings or email chains, and end user frustration due to silence or just conflicting updates. So everything slows down. The lead says disengagement from staff and loss of confidence from customers, really impacting your credibility. Or are you in the final characteristic, what we call the silo effect, where you've got teams that are motivated and the heads down and they're working on tickets, but no one's reviewing the data to identify trends or common pain points. So what happens is recurring issues just never get addressed at the root cause. High volumes of the same tickets, missed opportunities to improve upstream processes, and overall there's just no reduction in ticket volume over time. The same problem persists. Teams stay in firefighting mode, and instead of building smarter preventative support capabilities, they stay the same. So if you've ever dealt with repeated tickets, unclear support paths, or isolated support teams, then you're not alone. These are natural outcomes of missing a shift left capability. So what's the solution? Well, make sure you click on this video here to find out 3 practical ways to master shift left within ITSM. Are you looking to improve your ITSM? Head over to servicemanagementspecialist.com ESME book to download your free ITSM implementation guide. It's a step-by-step guidance for effective ITSM implementation. It's proven strategies and best practices included, designed for beginners and seasoned professionals alike. Boost efficiency and streamline service delivery. Download now and unlock the secrets to ITSM success. ServiceManagementSpecialists.com/ESME book.